All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about something that is, well, everywhere right now. The big conversation around artificial intelligence and our own human creativity.
So, this is the big one, right? The question that's on everyone's mind. It's what you see in all the headlines. It causes a ton of excitement, but let's be real, a lot of anxiety too. Are these amazing new tools actually going to make us, obsolete?
This fear actually has a name. People call it the replacement theory. And the idea is pretty simple, that AI isn't just going to mimic what we do, but actually substitute it. We're talking art, design, problem solving, you name it.
And look, let's be totally honest here. This fear isn't just coming out of thin air. I mean, we've all seen what AI can do, right? It can generate this jaw-dropping art. It can write stuff that sounds totally human. It can even compose music. When a machine can pull that off, that whole replacement idea starts to feel a lot less like sci-fi and a lot more like something that's right around the corner. It turns the whole thing into this big competition, a human versus machine, winner-take-all kind of deal.
Okay, so we get it. The concern is real. But what if we're looking at this whole thing completely the wrong way? What if it's not a battle? What if the question we've all been asking is the wrong question?
So let's try on a new perspective. Let's shift away from that replacement idea and look at something way more interesting and honestly a whole lot more powerful. And boom, here it is. This is really the heart of it all. The two words you gotta remember are augment and amplify. See, it's not about replacing us. It's about making us better. It's about enhancement. This perspective suggests that AI could be the biggest, most incredible unlock for human creativity that we have ever seen. Okay, so that sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Well, the best way to wrap your head around it is to stop thinking of AI as a competitor and start thinking of it as a partner, a creative partner. Think about it. What's a good partner? It's someone you collaborate with, right? Someone who brings different skills to the team, offers a fresh look when you're totally stuck, and, this is a big one, handles the tedious stuff so you can focus on what really matters. That right there is the role AI can play. So let's break down what this partnership actually looks like. First, AI can crunch just enormous amounts of data, like way more than we ever could, and it spots patterns we totally miss. Then, based on that, it can suggest brand new ways of tackling a problem, things we might never have thought of. It can even show us these wild, unexpected connections between ideas. And maybe the most important part, it automates all the boring, repetitive tasks. And what does that do? It frees up our brain power, our cognitive energy, so we can do the fun stuff, the big picture thinking, the really creative work.
And this isn't just some nice idea, by the way. This is actually happening. Right now, out in the real world. So let's take a look at a couple of examples in two totally different areas.
This really shows you the practical side of things. So in the workplace, you've got companies like Adobe using AI to take care of all the routine stuff. The result? Their people are freed up to focus on actual innovation. Then you flip over to education, and it's a game changer for teachers. AI can help them build these amazing, custom-tailored lesson plans, suggesting cool stuff like interactive simulations or even turning lessons into games. It just makes learning so much more engaging. So all of this, it brings us to what might be the best way to think about AI's role in our future. It's not the artist, it's not a replacement, it's the catalyst.
And that's the whole key, you see? It's all about a shift in mindset. The second you start seeing AI as a catalyst, everything changes. It stops being this threat to our jobs or who we are, and it becomes this incredible tool that we can use to spark new ideas and just speed everything up.
I mean, just look at the actual definition of catalyst. It's an agent that provokes or speeds up change. It doesn't create the change itself. It just kicks it into gear. That's a perfect description for AI. It doesn't have its own goals or consciousness. It's a tool, an agent, that we can use to provoke our own creativity and make some really big things happen.
And really, that's the bottom line. We're at this amazing point in time where we can use all this computational power to just blow the doors off our old limitations. It's all about expanding what's possible, not getting bogged down by the fear of what we might lose.
So let's end it with this. The tool is here. I mean, it's getting easier to use every single day. That old fear of being replaced is starting to fade, and this new idea of partnership is taking its place. So the only question that's left, and it's the only one that really matters, is for you. Now that you have the tool, what are you going to create?